I was terrified of them initially.
Ralph Fader never considered his Rutgers Medical School education and training to become a psychiatrist would include a date with a mare named Christianna and her sidekicks.
I think once I was reassured that they're not going to kick me, I became much more comfortable. Hopefully patients don't do that as well.
Twice a year, a dozen or so Rutgers Medical School students take a trip to Hillsboro's Spring Reins of Hope to woo the horses, to develop a rapport with them, the same way they would have to warm up to patients. They must relax, give a horse their attention, make eye contact to establish trust and an emotional connection, so the horse will cooperate in several exercises. The workshop is called Horses for Healers. What's so important about this program is that it teaches young, aspiring medical professionals how to really interact with their patients. And those who are organizing this say that lesson is invaluable.
Animals, as large as horses may be, are quite sensitive to their environment. As prey animals, they need to be very alert of their environment for their own survival. So being that they're wired that way, they're almost like biofeedback machines. They give us instant feedback on our own nonverbal language, our body language.
Dr. Maria Katsamanis says it's a perfect opportunity to improve bedside manner. She founded and introduced this workshop to Rutgers because she says it's had great success in other schools. Katsamanis and Spring Reins co-founder Christianna Capra have offered this class for free for 3 years and now are aiming for funding and expanding to Columbia University, NYU, and to continuing education programs for the healthcare industry.
Wanna come with me? Yeah, where's that too?
Capra says a horse is an honest barometer of body language, and if someone doesn't connect right away, he or she can try it again in a few minutes.
They live in the moment only, so 5 minutes later, you might take what your reaction was and learn from that and change it in some way, and the same horse will give you a completely different reaction. So it's just a great way to gauge the honesty of how safe you feel to them. Hello. Hi, thanks for coming in the picture.
When Rutgers announces it's offering this elective each semester, it gets attention and fills up quickly.
Students do enjoy learning through non-classwork, non-PowerPoint modalities. So the fact that it fills quickly isn't a surprise to me.
Beneficial?
Absolutely, yeah.
Derek Rudge actually put bandages on one horse and checked its heartbeat. His takeaway from this experience?
You need to constantly be aware of how you're presenting yourself, specifically sort of non-verbally.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I'm very neurotic, but I also learned that, when you're paying attention to the way other people or other things are reacting to you, you have a greater control over yourself and the way that you present yourself, the way that you act around people, the way that you talk with them. And it was really helpful to kind of gain that insight in working with these horses. Straight from the humans' mouths and reviews is that consensus, and that Horses for Healers should be a requirement for health practitioners. In Hillsboro, Michael Hill, NJTV News.